Hello everyone and welcome to this module of the Microsoft Certification 7680 video number 4, Windows 7 Dualboot Installation. Well, the last time, obviously, we studied about the clean installation of Windows 7, where we installed Windows 7 Professional. I just sent some photographs and I just pasted them. But anyway, please also subscribe to my channel and also visit my website. Let's start. So, yes, of course, this is 7680 where we will be configuring Microsoft Windows 7, which is, of course, we're in Chapter 1, installing, upgrading, and migrating to Windows 7 for 14%. When you go to my channel, I'll be putting a playlist for Chapter 1 later on. And over here, we will be performing a clean installation. This objective may conclude, but is not limited to setting up as dual boot. What is a dual boot installation? Well, a dual boot installation is basically more than one operating system on one computer. But you can only still, keep in mind, you can only still run one at a time. Each operating system needs a separate partition. It can be on the same or different drive, hard drive or USB flash drive. Windows 7, however, needs at least 15 gigabytes of storage. And you may need to resize partitions, but luckily there is a disk management in Windows Vista and Windows 7. However, you have to note that down in a moment. Windows XP cannot do this without third-party utilities. Well, I found a website, http, of course, it's www.ultimatebootcd.com, which is a really nice resource for using third-party utilities. If you can install the VHD, you don't need another partition. Well, a VHD is probably a virtual hard drive. And yeah, of course, you may not need another partition, which is, of course, a virtual hard drive is built into Windows 7. So we go, of course, to Windows 8 XP, and obviously I just took this photograph from my virtual machine, which is Windows XP Professional. However, so over here we already have 5 gigabytes of storage. Over here is local disk, a floppy drive, case 3.5 and floppy drive, and a CD drive, which is for Windows 7. So let's go to the next slide and see what it's find out. Uh-oh, there's an error. Okay, this is not an uh-oh from Teletubbies. However, there is a Windows 7 installation error. Now, the photographs which I took from is from the Windows XP Professional, which is obviously a poor version. And you need Service Pack 2 in order to install Windows 7 from Windows XP using, of course, utilities. So if you shut down the XP system and restart it for Windows 7, putting the DVD drive and your system is restarted, over here is the clean installation. You have to do it all over again. Sorry, it's an edited mode, that's why there's a problem. Well, anyway, I'm back. So anyway, if you want to check out my previous video, please do check that video out, the previous one, Windows 7 clean installation, so you'll understand more. I just pasted photographs, which I did in the last video, of course. I did not have to just extend the video. So anyway, so now a new thing will come in the installation. What you will have to do is, with the second picture, focus on the second picture. Over here is a disk 0 partition 1. There are about a total of 2 partitions. One partition is for Windows XP, and the second partition is for Windows 7. Well, you may know that there is about 3.7 gigabytes of free storage, as every Windows 7 version needs about 15 gigabytes. So you'll have to press on disk 0 unallocated space. That's because you'll have to install a new version of Windows 7. Now, if you already have installed, you will come to Windows Boot Manager, and it'll of course tell you to choose an operating system to start, or press tab to select a tool. You can use the arrow keys to highlight your choice and press enter. The earlier version of Windows, as it is written in the Windows Boot Manager, is probably Windows XP. Windows 7 is right now, we just installed, and when you go to the next slide, when you press the Windows 7 button, Then the Windows 7 machine will start and it'll ask you for your out-of-box experience. I mean, when you use the Windows 7 out-of-box, and then you'll have to set it up from there, which I probably skipped. Control panel, administrative tools. Well, however, this photo over here, I took it from my computer. It is running Windows 8.1, and yeah. So anyway, let's start. So you'll go to the administrative tools, and then you're going to go to the computer management. Over here, you'll have the old partitions. This is the used partition, and over here is your existing Windows 7. Windows Boot Manager, which is in Windows XP. Let me bring this photo inside here. You can see it perfectly. So, however, you'll have to go to the control panel, and then, of course, you'll have to revert back to the earlier version of Windows by restarting your machine into Windows Boot Manager. Then you'll have to go to the control panel of Windows XP. Let's go to the next slide and check it out. So over here, you're going to go to the computer management. Then I think you're going to, of course, check out. This is the first photo where you'll go to the computer management. This is the first, of course, photo. You'll go to the computer management right here, administrative tools. Over here in this photo, sorry, I just have to recall. Over here in this photo, you will have to go to the administrative tools, as really similar to Windows 8.1 and Windows 7. So you will go to administrative tools and go to computer management. Then back over here, which is quite similar to Windows 7. Let me make this image larger so you can see it properly. So this is quite similar to Windows 7. However, over here is this is the existing place for your Windows XP, and over here is the Windows 7. As you have two partitions in a disk, so this is what you'll have to do. The hidden partition, however, is containing boot information, and you can use it by Windows Recovery Environment, which is, of course, known as WinRE. Let's go to the next slide and just check out. Managing the startup menu. What it means that you can change everything from the Windows Boot Manager. When it comes to earlier version of Windows, you can check your settings over here. When you go to Control Panel, then you go to System, then you go to Advanced System Setting, then Startup and Recovery, and then Settings. So over here, what you will have to do is you'll have to go to System Startup, and you'll check out what is your default operating system. Then, the thing is, now, let me go to the slide which I went before. Let me go back, however, so you can check out. Over here, you can see that there's a time, seconds until the highlighted choice will be started automatically. So over here, you have got the time. Then, what you'll have to do is, let me go back to the slide. So over here, you can change the time to as much as you want, 40 seconds, or that much how many you want to check your choice. Then you can also check the system failure, so you can write an event to the system log or automatically restart. So anyway, we're also going to manage up for the program. Now you'll have to manage this by BCDEdit. Well, however, in the earlier operating systems, you had to go by. There was also a utility named as boot.ini. Let me bring the sticky note over here. You can see that there's written boot.ini. Close it. So over here, in Windows 7, you don't have boot.ini. Instead, you will have BCDEdit, which is a boot configuration data store editor. It edits boot CD. Note, in the Windows 7 hidden partition, this boot BCDEdit is in the Windows 7 hidden partition. So, in order to fix up the startup boot manager, you'll have to be in an elevated prompt. Since I'm a standard user, I cannot do an elevated prompt because for BCDEdit configuration, you need an administrator. And I am a standard user, so I cannot perform this task. BCDEdit, what is it? So over here, I wrote all the commands, whatever we had to do. So basically, BCDEdit backups and restores your files. So over here, I have got the sorry, wait. Over here I've got your commands: BCDEdit, export, and import. This is supposed to be import. Sorry. Over here it's supposed to be import, and you can create a new entry by BCDEdit/copy current. This is not supposed to be capital, however. You'll have to, in the command prompt, write as small, as this B is also capital. You'll have to write the B as lowercase b. So over here is copy, and you'll write current/D drive and new entry. Let's go to the review and check out what did we learn. I know this was a little bit of a sloppy video, but I took a lot of time for creating this presentation, and this did take a lot of time for me. So over here, let's go to question number 1. Which option should you use to configure a dual boot configuration? So as you recall, we did not want to upgrade your operating system, as of course Windows XP doesn't know a single thing about Windows 7, as it is really old. But it does know some stuff about Windows Vista, so you can upgrade your operating system. But over here, at this time, you'll have to use custom. Number 2, which utility allows you to configure the boot menu from the command line? Now, we studied about this back in the BCDEdit slide, so it backups and restores. So over here, you can use the boot menu from the command line, which is BCDEdit. What is the minimum partition size required to install Windows 7? As you can recall, we did study about this storage option, which needs about 15 gigabytes. Well, that does it for this video. Please subscribe to my channel. This video was a little bit sloppy, but I will try my best to make the video more understandable, as this video did take me a lot of time to create. And I will be seeing you again later. Check out my other videos, and if you are still confused about the Windows 7 installation, you can go check out my previous video, which is video number 3 for Windows 7 clean installation. Over here, I will see you later.